It's about that time.
Pre-record on my count. 7, 6, 5, 4. Here we go, Roger.
And on Insights, two eyes in the middle. INSiiGHTS, where we always talk the talk.
The Boyz are back. Ever popular crew talking about post-NFL draft, what their team should have done, what they did do, what they ain't gonna do. Boy, they get a little spirited in this thing. I can't wait. Always entertaining. Red Brown! How you doing there, my brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Insights, the MicknRick show. It's your reporter, Rick Brown. But the main man, my apple scrapple, the coach of all coaches, my man, Mickey Clayton. Give it up, folks. Give it up to Mickey Clayton. Give it up. Come on, give it up. What's up, coach?
Put that Coca-Cola down. Put it down. Just don't just put it down. Somebody said that Coke that Rick has in there. Is that Coca-Cola he got? Rick,
Yeah, it is. It wasn't a couple weeks ago, but it is tonight. It is.
Well, without further ado, I got a special feature I want to start us off with. It's a surprise to you, but also one of our staff members here with Insight. Congratulations to Dr. Arnett Moore, our music producer with his PhD. Got his PhD, but
Where'd it go, Doc?
he was able to get that out the way because his daughter, Devin, was coming right behind him. And he knew he had to get that piece of paper before his baby girl got her piece of paper. And boy, talking about pushing him across the line, she pushed her daddy.
I just think you need to be a music major. I don't know, Dr. White. I watched what my daddy went through, and I was like, can't pay me enough to do that. Devin, I think you need to do it. I got to the end of the spring semester in my first year, and I was like, I love being in the band room. I changed my major that summer, and my life hasn't been better. It's been amazing since. Have there been struggles? Absolutely. But my life got immensely better the moment I decided to stop running from where I was supposed to be. I had no business trying to be an engineer, So I changed my major. I sped through the music ed program and graduated fall 2011. And you couldn't have paid me 15 years ago to believe, what year is it? It's 2022? 12 years ago. You couldn't have paid me 12 years ago to believe that I'd be standing here with a PhD in music education. That's absolutely crazy. And I would not be here if it were not for literally every single person in the room. Every single text message, the small words of encouragement. Man. And I have to say something about my Auntie Stacy. Everybody doesn't get to work with one of their fake aunts. Like one of their real cool fake aunts. So Auntie Stacy was my assistant principal at Fairview for 5 years. And I was at NIMS, and Benny, I gotta say this out loud. Man, while I know I'm 100% sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be, man, I wish you was my principal at NIMS.
Come on now.
What you're doing over there is incredible.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely incredible.
That's my principal right there.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back.
It's not too late, Devin.
No.
Push your bucket for $100. Somebody's gonna check me that. Hey, he can do it too. I'm done for it.
But technically, Neal's is my second job. I had a job for 3 months in Georgia. We won't talk about that. But I said I want to work at Fairview. I want to be the band director at Fairview Middle School, and whoever's there, she gotta go. She just gotta go. Well, she got married and she left, and then somebody else came in, and then she left in a year. That position opened twice in 2 years. And I called Auntie Stacey. I said, "Is it time?" She said, "Yeah. Come on." And I got the job at Fairview, and it was an incredible experience. I got to work with some amazing, amazing students that I'm still in contact with. And but when I got hired at Fairview, I told my principal. He asked me. He said, "You know, how long do you see yourself being here?" I said, 5 years. I want to be in grad school. And in 5 years, Dr. Dunnigan responded to my email a couple months late, which I'm glad that I'm glad that happened. And we went and had coffee during spring break. And he said, "Yeah, if I offered you a citizenship, would you take it?" Yes, I would, because Mama didn't raise no fool. If somebody want to play for school, I'm going. Absolutely. The next call I made was to my parents and said, "We need to talk." And then the next call I made after that was to my Auntie Stacey. I said, "Hey, should I do it?" She said, "What'd you tell Mr. Hanson 5 years ago?" I said, I'd be here for 5 years. She said, "This year 5, Devin. Bye. I love you, but bye." And that was a push I needed. And I was scared. Like, who quits a perfectly good job to go be a broke college student for 3 years? You know? I don't know.
Your broke is different. Yeah. She got a different level of broke. Your broke ain't broke. Yeah. Your broke is slightly off a little bit. Her broke, and I'm still asking her for $20. Matter of fact, can I get the 10 back?
I'm so proud of Devin. She was one of our basketball players. I had her since about 8th grade. And to see her to go on and get her PhD, she comes from a real strong family. I was having some discussion today, and it's some people on here, some of our guys who have daughters and know it's a little hard for a dad with a daughter sometimes. And the fact that they are such a talented family, close and united, they get my support. And I took this time, Arnett's my little brother. He's a lot of our music that you hear, from Game Day to Movie, through our theme by Netmo, former band director at Florida A&M University. That's part of his family. And shoot, my daughter learned how to ride a bicycle when Devin forgot her bicycle and left it at my house. My baby girl learned how to ride a bicycle. Devin came back and to get it. My wife was like, "I guess you'll buy her own bicycle now, because she having a fit because she don't have no bike to ride." So I had Devin to blame for that. Arnie and I met each other in Publix. Him with his 3 girls, me with my 3 girls in there every day buying dinner. Because each one of us had a proficiency to buy what we wanted that night. If you took it out, it wasn't what you wanted that morning. You wanted something else. And we became real, real close as a result. So congratulations, Dr. Moore. You heard her talk about she didn't want to follow music in the footsteps of a dad, you know, but she ended up doing that, you know. So it was really, really, really interesting. Even Clifton came and said she got a different kind of broke.
That was funny. That was definitely funny.
Kind of broke. Oh, yeah, it was. But one of the things, you know, we talked last week of going into the pre-draft, and we're going to get the fellas on. One of the things we talked about with the HBCU crew, the kids, and we had 4 get drafted. And then one of them that they thought was going to get drafted ended up with Dallas, Marquise Bell. And Marquise signed with Dallas, $200,000 to $215,000 guarantee, $15,000 signing bonus. For those Dallas Cowboy fans, Marquise gonna make the roster, and Marquise is gonna play. Marquise is gonna play, no doubt about it. He's gonna play.
You know it's killing me, right? You know it's killing me because you have on one hand the Rattler, and he's a baller. I mean, we saw it. He just showed out this year. And then you have him going to that squad. You know, Sports Diva. I mean, geez, really? But I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for Marquise and all the guys who are getting an opportunity. I think it's 24 in all who either got drafted or going to mini camps. So that means you do have an opportunity. And even the ones who's going to these rookie mini camps should feel empowered because number one, you're getting tape. And that's important. People will get to know you. You show up, you show out. And even if it's not with that squad, there's 31 other squads who are watching. And it might not be your time right now, but they're going to have their eyes on you. So good luck and just do it.
Well, the first one was a guy we talked about from Fayetteville State, Division II, and a 0-star recruit went to Fayetteville State as a walk-on. He only went there because his mom had graduated from Fayetteville State. His mom had passed when he was 6 months old, and he ended up being a 4th-round pick. The next one was from the SIEC, South Carolina State. He was another 0-star recruit, went to prep school, went to South Carolina State as a walk-on. And this is what happens when you play against good competition now. They played Clemson this year. Clemson beat the dog doo-doo out the South Carolina State Bulldogs. They threw a touchdown on him. But he also defended 4 passes, knocked them down, and had 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions. He got paid. He got paid. So with congratulations to those guys. I can't wait to get my crew on because our crew is hilarious. They are true fans to the game and true fans to the cause. And and I know without much introduction, we have to introduce him first because he won the contest last year for picking the most games. Kevin said that he did demand a recount from his roommate, Todd Lampley.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Mr. Lampley. How are you, sir?
What's up, Rick? I can clap back today. The other day you was talking about is you like it when I can't say nothing back. So I'm here to.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I have no words.
Live today, Todd.
Right.
I have no words to say to you, Mr. Lampley.
Right. How y'all doing?
Bringing on a guy who needs a little introduction. He talked so much junk last year that his team was getting drilled, so he never did show up. But he's starting this year. We're gonna see how long he ride the wave. He's no jump shooting. Want to shoot all the time from Pensacola by way of Atlanta. Already telling us about the Browns pick being from Pensacola. Three-Dare Pittsburgh Steeler with shirt on Wingate.
How y'all doing tonight?
What's happening?
Good evening to everybody but the Cowboy fan.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Here we go.
Everybody hate the Cowboys. Everybody take a shot at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Since they might as well get Baker Mayfield since everybody hate him too.
Well, I thought he was going to Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah,
You
that's what
already
Baker's going down.
drafted a plug, so you drafted him, and your coach already said he day one starter.
I'll take it. I mean, him or Trubisky. I mean, let's go with the young guy.
Now my youngest brother, who had no choice but to be a Browns fan, he really didn't have a choice. We'd be outside playing in the snow. I made him start there till he could name all the starters on offense and defense. He's a little boy.
Have mercy.
He cried to his mama. I told him, I said, boy, shut up. Hit him with another snowball. He ain't had no choice but to be a Browns fan. But now he can stand up on his own. Kevin Clayton. Welcome, Kev. Oh, look at the background. Now, I like that. I like that.
Woo! A man of few words. Look at him.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Mr. Brown. Cordell.
Mr. Clayton.
Cordell, I heard your introductory comments and how quickly you went to talk about Baker, but then you wanted to just suck up on him and just wish that he was your quarterback. But
he has been for the last 4 years.
Cordell, did you forget when we came into your stadium and whipped your ass and went on to the next round in the playoff? Did you forget that last year?
No, but I do remember that Big Ben was 24-6 against Cleveland in his career.
Baker Mayfield, Cordell. Now you're talking about Big Ben. What Roger Staubach and I mean, let's just bring the Cowboys in because they whip your ass too.
No.
Yeah. Hello, Todd. How are you?
Y'all pick games like you won the Super Bowl. Stop it.
Oh. I get it. Now you got one. Now you got a bad sell. We can't even hear your ass.
Right.
What we doing? We own you in your stadium.
One doesn't mean you own it.
Look, Kev, that's why he went AWOL last year.
and now he already had his internet connection bad, so we can't.
Right.
You know that stuff when you be on the cell phone and you don't want to talk to somebody. Excuse me. What'd you say? I can't hear you now. It's all right. But we got another Cowboy guy in here, Coach Jeremy Ruffin. He's done pretty good with us. He's become a part of the team here. My biggest thing with Coach Ruffin be tripping. He in Pensacola. He be like, "What time, Frank?" I said, "We on the same time that we on every week." He be on. I don't know what time he be on, Pacific Coast Highway time or what. He's another Cowboy fan, and I figured they take enough abuse. They needed to. See, Todd already he had to go try to open his window to get some air in there.
Yeah, it got hot in here.
Oh, Lord. Ruff.
What's going on?
Go ahead and break it down, Ruff. Go ahead, Ruff.
What was that?
Go ahead and break it down, Ruff.
You trying to keep listeners now, remember?
And we have from last year on our original game crew, Corey Long. He made some prophetic comments last year about y'all and some of them quarterbacks y'all had. He told you they wasn't go do nothing. Yeah, Kevin, what you got a seat warm over there for him? He keeps him up. Well, them Cowboys fans can't take the heat, can they?
See, I had to tell you. CeeLo.
Welcome.
Hey guys, what's up? Proud to say that my New York Jets won yet another NFL draft. That's the 15th NFL draft that they have won during my life. So once again, winning in April. Anybody can win in January, but it takes a special team to win in April, and that's what we do. We win in April. The hell with y'all. We win in April. Call us the USFL of the NFL because we win in April.
So Corey, how many years did y'all say you won in April?
Oh yeah, we won. It was probably about our 15th draft. We won in my lifetime. We win drafts all the time. We win that draft. The problem is
my team wins the draft, man.
February is the problem. But we got April on lock.
Hey, man, my team's worse than your team. My team wins the draft.
The battle for mediocrity.
Baker Mayfield. They lost the draft. How do you drafted Baker Mayfield lost the draft?
Hey, Corey, that's all right.
Y'all drafted a 5'11" quarterback with an attitude.
Yeah, with attitude.
Hey, Corey, don't talk bad about him. Cordell wants him.
Hey, you short-circuited Cordell's line.
Pittsburgh, congratulations on drafting a quarterback with some baby hands. You know, he's gonna be a Gerber hand model, is what he's gonna be really when he's done with football. So congratulations. I don't know what kind of football y'all gonna use in Pittsburgh so he can throw it this year, because it ain't gonna be an NFL football. I'll use one of the little Nerf balls with little tiny hands to get around.
Hey, Corey's shooting double barrels this year.
Right.
Isn't he, Rick?
He's come out the box firing. Pow, 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 pow. Get him, CeeLo. Get him.
Corey says a couple new guys in here, they need to know who I am.
Better recognize.
All right, we'll start in that top corner up there. Todd, tell us what you liked about your draft.
I was a little uneasy with the first pick. I'm a little more comfortable with him now. Tyler Smith, offensive lineman. I'm thinking he's a tackle. He's not going to be able to play right away, but they're talking about moving him to guard. And he's a big physical kid. I think he'll still play guard for him. God, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We can hear you.
Man. But anywho, and then I really like our second pick, Sam Williams, defensive end. Dude is huge. He's got wide receiver speed. It's messing up.
Yeah. Hold on. Y'all Cowboy fans need help. Coach Ruffin, help him out a little bit since he double talking, echo. You know, we help him out. He needs some help.
Dial-up. I'm sorry, my AirPods.
You need to get off the dial-up.
Went out.
Okay?
So I couldn't hear him all the way.
Not on the dial-up.
Yeah, that's your roommate.
How about now?
That's better.
Okay, I don't know what I did, but anyway, like I was saying, Sam Williams, I really like that pick. He's a big kid, kind of sounds like a mean kid who can run like a wide receiver, and I think he can step in and at least help us replace Randy Gregory with some of the other guys that we signed. The biggest talk out there is our third pick, Justin Tober, wide receiver. Another big kid. I think we chose to get bigger and faster this year. We kind of got bullied in the playoffs last year. And I think that's what they set out to do, to try to stop from being bullied. So I like all three of those picks. I was going to mention we did get the kid from Florida A&M. I'm glad to hear you guys rave about him. Hopefully he can step in. I love it, Rick. I love it.
He's going to play.
And there is a guy we took in the 5th round, Damon Clark, I believe his name is, out of LSU. And they said he was projected to be a 2nd or 3rd rounder, but he had a neck issue and had to have surgery here recently. But they expect him to come in, and when he's healthy, he might not play this year, but to be a very good player once he's there. So I think in the past 2 or 3 years, we've drafted pretty well. We've got CeeDee Lamb, Trayvon Diggs, and Micah Parsons, who all been all pro in the last 3 years. So we've done a good job, and I'm confident that the team is getting better. I think we have a good team, and I think they're making the team better. I still have one major concern, though, and we won't even get into that.
Well, Todd, you going to miss Amari Cooper?
No, I'm not, Mick. As I told you before off the air, Amari's a guy that will quit on you. He'll quit on you. He'll quit on routes. He won't go make the block. I mean, he's a good talent. I can't take that away from him. But I'd rather have a guy that's quite not as good that's going to run through the wall for me than a guy that's ultra talented but plays when he wants to play. And maybe he'll be better with Deshaun. Who knows? I mean, maybe he feels like he'll have a better quarterback to play for. But he just didn't give it to me all the time.
Corey, tell us about what you got winning in April.
You know, as I go through another Jets draft victory, I think first of all, I really wanted Stingley at cornerback. Derek Stingley basically walked into LSU was like a 17-year-old and was the best player on their defense. Like that cat as a freshman when they won their title, he was the best defensive back in the country. Now he's fallen off a little bit because he probably got bored. He was 18 years old, and the best thing he had to realize I got to spend 2 more years in college before I get paid. I'm not gonna get hurt. But Houston, they drafted him. I like Gardner. I like a lot of those guys on Cincinnati. Cincinnati had 8 guys drafted, which shows you what happens when you make the playoff. You get a lot more dudes in the NFL, and he's a long kid. He's got all those NFL measurables. He's got the length. He's fast. He's really competitive. I thought he did a good job against Jameson Williams in the semifinal. We didn't give up a whole lot. I like Garrett Wilson. All those Ohio State receivers. They're just playmakers. They run out. They can catch everything. They run after the catch. They go deep. They'll go short, taking long. So I was happy to give a real weapon, somebody that can go down the field. And trading back up in the first round, I'd actually homeboy and said the way the draft was going, I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets traded back up in the first round to get Jermaine Johnson or Nakobe Dean. Now Nakobe Dean fell for whatever reason, but Johnson, they needed another edge guy. They needed a guy that can get to the quarterback. I watched a lot of Jermaine Johnson this year. He was by far the best player on a team that absolutely sucked, and probably responsible for 3 of their wins by himself because he could get to the quarterback. He could set the edge. He could stop the run. He created turnovers. He was great on third downs. He did everything. And it's ironic. He was another cat. He was a guy that went to Georgia. He had ended up being a situational pass rusher at Georgia. I think he had like 5 or 6 sacks. Then he hit the portal, went to Florida State because he wanted to be a 3-down lineman, and he bet on himself. And, he got in the first round. So good for him. I love Breese Hall. I watched him. Go ahead.
Corey.
Yeah.
That kid you got,
what's up?
Johnson, is a dog. He is a dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's gonna do some things for y'all. Just tell you, we were trying to figure out where he came from at Florida State, and he was killing people. So you got some with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a JUCO kid. He actually was a last chance U kid. He was at Independence College in their 3rd season of Last Chance U, and he went to Georgia, and he was a productive pass rusher at Georgia, but he wanted to be a starter and be like a 3-down lineman. So he bet on himself, and he did a hell of a job last year at LSU. Breese Hall, their running back out of Iowa State. I thought it was him or the kid from Michigan State that I thought were the best running backs in college football last year in terms of production. And I like him. He's kind of an NFL-style back. He catches passes. He gets out of backfield and block pass downs. He can do, a number of different things for you. And they needed to get Zach Wilson some guys that can make plays for him, as he improved in the last third of the season, that he didn't have guys that he could go that could get first downs, that could move the chains, that could that were good targets in the red zone. And then the last pick that I really focused on was they got Jeremy Ruckert with one of their compensatory picks in the 3rd round. And I watched him 3 years at Ohio State. Big, strong kid, blocker, 6'5". I think he's like 260. So he's got, he's a big target. Somebody that can help him in the red zone. He'll help in the run game as blocker. He's from Long Island. He's a lifelong Jets fan. So I always think that's kind of cool when a team that you supported your whole life draft, that was a big deal to him. So, I like what they did. I feel like I think their last 2 drafts have been pretty good. Now, the issue is committing to those guys and having, my issue with the Jets is always at the top with the ownership just committing to a plan. I'm hoping they can compete for the 7th seed here, but they might not get it. They end up with 7 or 8 wins. It might end up a shade of 500. You just can't blow something up. You have to look at the improvements and figure that, it takes a while to get good in this league. You had a 21-year-old quarterback last year, and sometimes it takes until 23 or 24 to get really good in the NFL. And, he's a confident kid, so I think he can get there. But, as Browns fans, y'all know, you have young quarterbacks, it takes a while, and you have to stay on them. You have to, what I'm saying? It's the truth. I'm not, but, Mayfield had a good year the year before last, and then it came out, and, he wasn't able to build on it. So you gotta constantly stay good in this league, man. NFL's hard. Cowboy fans know too. Dak has hit a wall, and that's the thing is, as quarterbacks, you got to consistently always be improving. You have to improve in this league. So I'm happy with what they did. I feel like they got the quarterback support. They made the defense better. They did a lot of good things this offseason, but it's got to show up in the win-loss column now.
They did. Credell.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And we just
hands.
What'd you say?
He said tiny hands.
Hey, our first round pick has proven he can play in Pittsburgh. The weather in his hands not gonna mean anything. He's played there the last 4 years. Now the problem is he's already 34 years old. Seems like, So I really had an issue, as Coach Clayton already knows, that I was expecting Malik Willis or Desmond Ridder. But they took who they already knew, and that's fine. So they were familiar with him. They had more intel on him than anybody. So we took it. And like on the pre-draft show, I told you we need to add speed to our offense. We did that by going out and getting George Pickens. So you're going to get the small hand quarterback and the big hand receiver. So let's do it.
What kind of combination is that, Credell? I know I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler. Like, I'm trying to understand.
Well, you got to understand, to be a Steeler receiver, you got to have some toughness. And he's from Georgia. So the last Georgia receiver we had was Hines Ward. And with those big hands, he's going to dominate the AFC North. I see you sitting there going to sleep over there, Kevin. Wake up. You hear me. You hear me. But we good to go. We got a defensive lineman because I complained about that run defense. And if you're going to play in the AFC North, you cannot have Chubb and Kareem Hunt and all these guys averaging 6 yards a carry. We had to slow up that defensive line. We got Stephon Tuitt most likely coming back. We got Marvin Leal coming. Then we took Calvin Austin, the speedy receiver. He's small, like point guard size. But they were saying the Ravens were going to take him right behind them. So anything to block them is good. I feel okay with it. I would feel a lot better if we'd have probably taken Willis. But this wasn't a strong quarterback class. So I think we took the most day one ready quarterback that we could possibly get. The only thing that I would change if I could is we took a second quarterback from South Dakota State in the 7th round, And I wish if we were going to do that, we'd have took Akil Glass from Alabama A&M, because I feel like he's just as good as the guy from South Dakota State, you know, and he's a more prototypical, still a quarterback, 6'5", 240-pound guy. But overall, I feel pretty comfortable, and I think we're going to be fine.
What's your record? You going to stand by your record from last week, what you called out for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, 12-5 in another sweep of the Browns, just like last year.
Kev, I'm gonna let Jeremy go and let him talk about the Cowboys to help Todd out, but then I'm gonna let you get your shot at the Stoolies.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, first, let me say I'm actually kind of excited before I talk about the Cowboys. These guys that came in from Pensacola. So Martin Emerson went to Pensacola, small city, but we had two guys drafted. Martin Emerson went to Cleveland. My guy from West Florida High School, Clea Davis, went to the 49ers. And then we had 5 undrafted guys. 2 went to Cincinnati. 1 went to Cleveland. And I'm not seeing where the other one went, but I think that's kind of cool to have 7 guys get drafted from Pensacola, 5 undrafted, 2 regular. So I think that's kind of cool. As far as the Cowboys go, I mean, I was sitting there at 24, kind of like my man Corey Long down there. I'm a Florida State fan, so I'm thinking, oh, great, we finna get Jermaine Johnson. This thing finna be real good. And sure enough, here we go, and we disappoint like we always do. So, I mean, I don't know about them Cowboys, man. Like I get the shaft every year. People saying I can't say nothing, but we just don't. They go all pro or whatever you want to say they did. But why you wouldn't get Jermaine Johnson at 24 available, I don't know. But that's on me. I'm a Florida State fan. I saw that dude play this year, and he can go. He can go. So Jets, Mr. Long, Coach Long, kudos to you. The rest of the picks, I think they're decent. I think we got some decent depth. It really, to me, at the end of the day, I mean, draft is good, but man, what are we gonna do in the playoffs? So that's really what I see. But I think we got some decent depth. Sam Williams, I think, is great. The guy from LSU, Damon Clark, I'm really interested to see how he's going. I know he's injured right now, but that guy can play. He can go. He can go sideline to sideline. So I think that'd be cool. So we'll see. I'm gonna miss Cooper. That might be an unpopular thing, but I think I think he can get open at times. I don't like the attitude he had. That's tough. But overall, I think we're probably in the middle, a C-ish. I give us a C+. Overall grade. I got some slack this week from Mr. Clayton, Coach Clayton, the Cowboy. I don't know why people hate the Cowboys so bad. They got to turn around, look that thing in the mirror, look at them records too. But but you know, it is what it is. I enjoy being on. Appreciate you guys for letting me come.
Oh man, we appreciate you. You and Todd boys seem to be They seem to be happy to pass Cooper on. I mean, he passed a star receiver on to us, but with the best background on here, Kev, with the dog pound representing. See, make everybody else step up. I see you. Go ahead, Kev. Tell them about the Browns.
Again, Coach Clayton and the reporter, I am absolutely honored to participate in this prolific dialogue. I find it very interesting that all 4 of your previous guests wanted to downplay not only their teams, but then they wanted to make reference to the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if you picked up on that. But they picked up. I mean, you got Mr. Lampley up top, the Dallas Cowboys, and based on how big that quilt is he has, I guess all the damn Cowboys are up in his crib. God, what the hell is that, bro? What is it? Is that like a tarp that goes on like a SUV or what the? But anyway, Coach Ruffin, it's the first opportunity I've had to meet you, and I appreciate your honesty. I've known Mr. Lampley damn near all of his life, and the fact that he always thinks the Cowboys have won the draft. So I'm sorry, CeeLo. He thinks they won the draft. He also thinks that they are like the 1960 Cowboys because he's like, we're great. You heard him. We're good. And the best receiver that was all pro bowl for a number of years, he's happy to get rid of him because of the attitude of not wanting to play with Dak Prescott, so therefore he gave up. He's like, shit, I ain't going over the middle and letting this cat throw to me. What the hell would I do that for? So that's that. So CeeLo, bruh, I see how you won the draft because you gave a draft recap of every single player that got drafted. You were prepared, brother. I appreciate you. You are prepared. Credell.
CeeLo.
Credell.
Yeah, I was like, I'm waiting.
Bring it on.
My brother. All I have to say is the other three teams in the North, the AFC North, are going to enjoy competing against each other. We will enjoy sweeping your ass because if you are happy with the little bitty baby hand quarterback, and I know Georgia football from the standpoint of being involved in that program for a number of years with what my daughter did. Do you know Pickens probably going to end up in jail?
So he'll be with
he don't make it out of training camp.
He'll be with Deshaun Watson.
You know no, we're gonna talk about Deshaun. I mean, we'll talk about him. You know Pickens' background, right?
I mean, I do, but you can't talk about jail without talking about Deshaun.
Well, you're kind of innocent until proven guilty.
Well, Pickens hadn't done anything yet with the Steelers, so.
Coach Clayton, the Cleveland Browns had an amazing draft. Our number one pick, Deshaun Watson.
True.
And I'm sorry. Shit, we traded number one pick for him. Doesn't that make him our number one pick?
Yes. Facts.
And we are happy that you all donated Mr. Cooper to us so that Deshaun will have somebody to throw to. So, Todd, we'll see how bad he is, okay?
Okay, we'll see. And you could be correct. He may play harder for a better quarterback, but I can't give him $20 million to have him not play hard. So carry on.
So because this was a draft of really shoring up our secondary players, we picked up a slot cornerback, traded Troy Hill, got a large salary off the payroll, picked up a really good quarterback, and Coach Ruffin, you know him, right?
Sir.
You know the cornerback we picked up, right?
Emerson,
right? Your guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Pensacola, Pine Forest High School.
There we go. And then, Coach, did you notice how CeeLo was just all about Ohio State receivers, which we appreciate that up here in Ohio.
Yes, sir.
But we also picked up the receiver of the year of the Big Ten. Did you know that, CeeLo? He ain't go to Ohio State, bro.
Bell.
Wait. Are you looking at your draft board up top? Hey, Rick, all of us thought that my man was taking that off the top of his head, all that knowledge he was talking.
He got it written. Oh, man.
Up top.
So David Bell was the Big Ten receiver of the year, CeeLo. I'm sure you missed that, right? That was our third round pick. So we just got need. We got so much of a luxury of riches of talent. We spent a fourth round pick on a kicker.
Wow.
Silence.
So somebody got a kick.
They wonder why they can't win.
If he don't kick that ball well, we're gonna kick his.
Kick him off the team.
Who was the kicker?
He is out of let's see, our kicker. Actually, CeeLo, who's our kicker? K. York out of LSU.
Yeah, good kicker. I was surprised we didn't take a kicker also, though.
We just cut one. You could get him.
Yeah, he had 8 kicks over 50 yards and made like 14 out of 19 kicks.
I mean, most of these games are decided.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
most
the
of these.
fall, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, he hit that game winner.
Y'all need to take someone who knew how to run it offense, man. Get a kicker.
But Kev, straight from the dog pound. That you wrapped up. You fired your shots on who you need to fire them on.
Yeah, I'm good. Cordell, you all right?
I'm good. I'm sitting here hearing about all these kickers, and I ain't heard nothing about that ridiculous defense that y'all got that can't stop anybody. But okay,
Cordell, we
I'm
finished
good.
10th our defense was 10th in the league, bro.
Your defense was terrible. It's just that's what it is. That because you score a point, you score a game. You've had games you scored 30 and lost. Your defense was terrible.
Cordell, you talking about early in the season, bro.
And Craig Boone, he said Browns every year win the offseason and end up finishing third.
Craig is on fire today.
Yeah, Craig is on it. Will not do anything with Jacoby since we know Watson will be suspended. Craig, you need to get in touch with us.
Yeah.
You want to do the Colts, you need to get in touch with us. And next time when we come out when the season starts, you can represent the Colts. That's fine with us. But in the meantime, I want to introduce a young man who just got off work. He works that type of schedule. FAMU Rattler, but also a young man with his own program. He does Black Men on Sundays. He's very opinionated. It doesn't matter if he knows the topic or not, but anytime you see somebody come on with the get up, set up that he has, you see him with all his 5 microphones and deflectors and everything, and he represents y'all's favorite team, the New England Patriots.
Time to go. Time to go.
Welcome to the show, Corey. Tell us about the New England Patriots and tell us what's going on with their draft.
First off, Coach Clayton, the reporter Rick Brown, thanks for the invite. Rick Brown, I know, my bad, man. Every time I look at you, I just be like this. And you already know why, man. You already know why. So, but you know,
it's all good, Corey.
Now, I just want to let you know it's all love. But yeah, I'm Corey Sylvester Murray, the host of Black Men Sundays. We're talking about finance and all that. But today we talking football. We talking the 6-time champion New England Patriots. Let's go. Y'all acting shy over there. But let's go. Okay, hold up. Because, you know, the Patriots, here's my thing with the New England Patriots. A lot of people, they draft them high draft picks, big name, big money guys, big attitudes. We don't do that. So off the gate, we pulled out a guy from Chattown, Tennessee, Cole Strange. Of course, I mean, you know, we got that boy from Alabama slinging that pie early. A lot of y'all didn't even believe we was going to make the playoffs. Yeah, y'all quiet right now. We made the playoffs, though, with that boy from Alabama. So, of course, we need some protection. So we got to pull Cole Strange out, you know, first round, 29th pick now. That's a safe pick. We got to have an O lineman. But, of course, I'm a Patriot. Like, I've been the Patriot fan since, like, 85. And let me tell you right now, we need some down the field wide receivers. So who do we come with in that second round? Thank you very much for Mr. Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor. Now, you know, I'm down here in Orlando, so it's hard for me to show love to Baylor because if I can recall, UCF spanked them boys in that playoff game. So, you know, but I'm happy to have a guy that can stretch the field because, you know, when we think of New England football, we think of the short ball, we think of the Z ends, we think of the, you know, the short turnaround catches, but we don't think of downfield. So hopefully he can help us stretch the field because I feel like as a Patriot, I'm gonna keep it real. We play too much tight end ball, man. So, you know, we're gonna keep this thing going. Obviously, we always need help on the defense. So we had to get that guy from Houston, Marcus Jones. Now, the guy's got some speed. I'm a little concerned here, you know, because when I look up the guy, he's 5'8" playing corner. See, that makes me a little nervous. Yeah, he's got the speed. Yeah, he's good at guarding slot receivers, and that's cool. But I'm just saying at 5'8", man, you know, I have some worries with that going on. But you know, again, New England Patriots, we're one of those teams. we draft guys that you're like, who is that? Who is this guy? And then boom, they turn into a big name. So let's keep it going. We since we talking about cornerbacks and DBs, Jack Jones now this dude here can ball right here. Now I'll put a dub up on this guy right now. This guy right here can ball like Arizona State. I don't, y'all on here, y'all watch ball, y'all know what it is. But we know when we talking about Arizona State, I mean, this dude had 6 interceptions, 19 pass deflections, and he led the Sun Devils that year with that. You know what I mean? But my only concern, and that's my only problem with the Patriots. We talking about off the field issues. See, when you got the guy at the facility playing ball, that's one thing. But my concern with this guy as an athlete is when he's outside of the Patriots facilities, when he's in the city, he concerns me. I mean, he has some issue. I mean, Arizona State now, come on now. You going to big time Bean Town. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't be in Bean Town playing around. I mean, I ain't about to name drop some people who had some issues up there, but I'm just saying, I like the guy. I'm just concerned about him off the field. Now I'm also concerned about our running game. When I think about the New England Patriots, it's a very heavy pass. Or even with the new quarterback we got from Alabama, it's very pass heavy. The running game is decent, but hey, that's where my man Pierre Strong comes in, South Dakota State. Now this guy got some speed here. He also caught 62 passes out of the backfield, so he can run that thing. And you know what? We want to do a little play action, hit him in the backfield. We good to go. Now I don't know about this cat from Western Kentucky. We got Bailey Zapp, quarterback. Now I don't know about this guy. I mean, he looked like, no disrespect, but he looked like Allen Iverson on the football field. 6 foot 215. 6 foot 215. Who you looking over on the O line right now with that? Because that first round pick I named, I mean, so I'm a little concerned about him out of Western Kentucky. But I like to think, Belichick, the minds at the Patriot camp. One thing that we do well is we draft guys that people don't know about, but then they become stars. So I hope he does too, because I mean, at 6 foot, I'm a little concerned. And then let me just round it out real quick, because I don't want to hog the mic, because people have called me the Allen Iverson on the mics, but I ain't trying to do that. So we got another running back. We got another running back out of South Carolina Gamecock, out of Columbia. We got Kevin Harris, 6 foot 221, could run that thing now. And he ran that thing 337 times for 19 yards and 19 touchdowns. Now we talk this SEC ball right here. So I'm happy with this guy. I feel like he gonna bring back the old Patriot days when Bledsoe had that bad running back running behind him. So I feel like this is my guy right here. I feel like I'm gonna rock with him. All right, and then round 6, because I can go all day about my Patriots, man. I'm gonna just leave y'all with these last two. We got a guard out of LSU, so I'm feeling confident with that, and we got a DT out of Northwest Missouri. I know y'all like, Northwest Missouri, right? Okay, but this cat here had 18 sacks, 18.5. If y'all want me to be accurate with that thing, man.
Need you to be.
And he only 24. But hold up, but let me sell y'all on this guy right here. This man blocked 5 kicks though. Tell me a DT y'all know blocked 5 kicks in one season. I'm waiting. Y'all kind of quiet today.
Yeah, we muted the mics.
Yeah, I'm glad you muted the mic, because if you unmuted it, you still be quiet on that thing, man. But let me close it on out. Man. This Black Man Sunday.
You talking about
Mickey
he's
got me
24
on.
years old? That's kind of
He's
old.
old. He's old.
He ought to be like 3 years in the league by now.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. But that's cool. But listen, man, we talking high pedigree here, man. Yeah, you're right. He's 24, man. But hey, we talking Patriots here, man. We take guys 26, 27 and mold them in the stars. And so let me just round it all out here with a guard, 6'3", 327 pounds out of LSU. Now I'm not an LSU fan, but I got respect for them Tigers. I got respect for them big boys in the trenches, putting that work in. So, hey, that rounds out the New England Patriots. We're going to be back in the playoffs. Hopefully, we win a game this year in the playoffs because we're going to be back. So, Coach Clayton, the reporter Rick Brown, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for putting me on. You know, I love to show love. I love to come through. Black Men Sundays, holla.
But we talk about people off the field. Kevin, what was our defensive tackle we gave a Malik that we gave a chance to that had been in prison and was a second-round pick from Michigan, comes to Florida and loses his mind. They arrest him when the season ends, running around naked. Fighting the police officers. You know, just they don't know what had. They said he was somebody put something on in his drink or something. I don't know. But a lot of times, it's the structure. Some of them get away from that, and they can't quite handle it. You know, they really can't handle it too well. Now, gentlemen, we always appreciate y'all being here. You know, during the season, we do a preseason. We kind of get off into it, and that's why a lot of us already kind of know each other. Credell, because you were supposed to be on and didn't show up, especially with the Steelers getting taught out the frame. There wasn't no employment in Pittsburgh or nothing. Everybody went on strike with COVID. So we were glad
Didn't we make the playoffs?
Did y'all?
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
That's why you came back this year, because you figured y'all got in the playoffs that you could show your face. I understand.
Oh, we fine. We fine. Can I send a shout out to Atlanta Falcon draftee D'Angelo Malone? That's my buddy's brother. I'm proud of him, and I hope he does well here in Atlanta. He's out of Western Kentucky. Led that school with 34 career sacks. He's gonna be a good player. Look him up, D'Angelo Malone.
We appreciate that shout out. Cowboy fans, we still say you got one in Marquise. Y'all got one. He's made the roster. Y'all can put that down. He's a baller now.
I'm looking forward to it.
You know, and when they give you they brought him out for one of that 30 visits.
Okay.
You see, what they did was the story was already, well, without going too much into it, the story was out he was going to have to go as a free agent. And, so what they knew is there was going to be a number of people that were going to be after him. So they recruited him. They brought him out, wined and dined him. And so soon as the last draft was called, his phone rang. And because Dallas had showed him so much love before the draft, and they offered him a little bit over $200,000 guaranteed, he kind of went for that right away. $15,000 bonus. And he had about 6 or 7 of them that were trying to pick him up, from what I understand. But all these kids who from HBCUs that are really trying to get a shot, all you want, most of us are former athletes in here, all you want is a chance.
That's it.
You know, you just want a chance to prove yourself. And sometimes going as a undrafted free agent, you can kind of negotiate a little bit better to the team that you'd like to go to, where you think you might get the most love and most opportunity from. So if you're not picking those first 4 or 5 rounds, 6th or 7th, you might not need to get picked. It kind of works out to you better that way. Rick, anything you want to say to the crew?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I actually thought, I have to apologize to all y'all. I thought I was in the hockey. I thought this was a hockey week because we rocking the Capitals today. So let's go Caps. They're playing the Panthers. Let's kick their ass. All right. Cowboys. One thing I will say about that team from Dallas, they pick up the Rattlers. They have some of the greatest Rattlers to play football who play with that squad. So I wish Marquise a whole lot of success most of the time. Let's see. Jets. Hey, you do what you do. Who else on here? Pittsburgh. Watch your quarterback, man. Just keep an eye on him. I'm a little worried about quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. Ben scared me a little bit doing the things he did off the field. So, just keep an eye on him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
New England Corey. Yeah. Good luck climbing back up since your ace is gone now. So just good luck with that. And to my Cleveland Brown brothers.
Can I say something real quick? Because I mean, we talking.
Let me finish. You got your spot. To my Cleveland Brown brothers. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. The mic is open.
You said the mic is open?
To anybody but Cowboy fans.
Well, if the mic is open, I'm gonna just go and get that interception, Deion Sanders, Florida State style, baby. So
he got that internet that Corey got.
Right.
I mean, the Brazil got.
I'm saying the dog pound. We out the gates we out the gates on Cleveland. So I'm already calling that right now. Y'all want to place these bets? I got dubs on deck. Holla at your boy. I'm putting dubs up right now. But it ain't even June.
Hey, Corey, the schedule ain't out yet, man. The schedule ain't out yet. What you come out the gate? You out the gates on Cleveland. The schedule ain't even out.
Okay. Like I said, see, I have some insider stuff that y'all don't. Just keep in mind. Just remember this conversation when the schedules come out and y'all said, "Damn, he was right. Cleveland and the Patriots is in the first game." So go ahead.
And Baker Mayfield will be quarterback in that game.
For New England?
No, with Cleveland. Nobody's taking on that $18 million contract. Y'all gonna have to eat that.
Cordell, we manage our budget so it doesn't even matter. We got the second largest amount still left for free agency, and we got 18.5 million. That's how you run a business, bro. So it doesn't matter. He can sit on the bench.
Because you got Slick and paid Watson $1 million for this year because you know he's gonna be suspended
voluntarily.
Right, Kev?
I'm sorry. What was that?
I said y'all got Slick and paid Watson $1 million because you know he's gonna be suspended. So y'all that money won't kick in till next year when y'all gonna be in the hole.
But that don't matter. Newsom got
y'all
one.
Gotta worry about Deshaun doing nothing in Cleveland. Ain't no good looking women in Cleveland for him to mess with. Any woman that he messed with in Cleveland gonna be glad that he messed with him. So you ain't got nothing to worry about that.
CeeLo, you ever been to Cleveland?
He's good now.
You ever been to Cleveland? CeeLo, you ever been to Cleveland?
He too busy looking at
that. He got to check his board.
I've been to Cleveland a few times. My favorite. I love Cleveland. I love the airport that gets me out of Cleveland. That's my favorite part of Cleveland.
But, hey, he was quiet last year.
Hey, Rick will know this. Hey, the reporter will know this. Cleveland is like a big ass Bartow. That's what I think of Cleveland.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
And he put his hands all behind his head. He was proud of that one, Kevin. He's like,
hey, Mick, he was like, hey, where did Urban get busted? Was it Cincinnati or Cleveland?
Who?
It wasn't Cleveland.
Where did who get busted?
Urban Meyer, where he was messing with them girls.
Columbus.
I mean,
he was in Columbus.
Columbus.
Oh, so Rick, you just trying to slide something in there? Well, where was?
I was asking a legitimate question.
It was not Cleveland.
Rick without an NFL team.
It started with a C. I'm sorry. All right, forgive him. Why?
Yeah,
could have been Canton. Could have been anywhere. I ain't know.
So CeeLo, I'm gonna give you a chance to flex your muscle right now because I know you're steep in sports, right? Isn't that what you do, CeeLo?
Yeah.
Okay. So CeeLo, do you think the NFL picks any city to have an NFL draft? Do you think the NBA picks any city to have an NBA All-Star game? CeeLo, do you think Major League Baseball picks any city to have its All-Star game? CeeLo, do you think the NCAA would pick any city to have the women's Final Four? All of which are in succession.
Wow, the women's Final Four. That's where the ladies be hanging out at, right? You'll get Deshaun and Brittany Griner gonna be hooking up soon? What you gonna talk? What you talking
I'm sorry,
about?
CeeLo. What about
that
the NBA?
was a hook on? That was the
CeeLo,
women's Final Four, huh?
Right. So you waited till I got to that one to be like, let's see. So why do you?
Congratulations, y'all got an all-star game that every other city in the MLB has also got. No one showed up to Cleveland All-Star game. That was the one they all sat out of, right?
Bro, you just talking now. You're just talking now.
They had a draft in New York for 25 years. They had a draft in Dallas. They're gonna hold it in Green Bay. Ain't nobody lives in Green Bay. Y'all got a city with a bunch of teams that suck. Congratulations. Even LeBron claims Akron, and Akron is a piece of shit town. But he claims Akron because Cleveland is that much worse.
So CeeLo.
Get out of here with your bullshit, man.
Can I intervene
please,
quick before you? Hey, Mr. Lampley, if you ever know how to get some Cowboys tickets, let me know, brother. I ain't been to a home Cowboys game. I would love to go, man. That's on my wife and I's bucket list. If you know how to find those, man, let me know, brother. Alfred Morris don't play there anymore, so I can't hit him up.
Right. Yeah, I definitely will. But I just wanted to say real quick, gentlemen, has anybody seen the workout film of Evan Neal, that tackle from from Alabama? Dude is an incredible athlete, man. He's just
when he jumps on those boxes.
Yes, man. Yeah. At 6'8", 350, whatever he is, and then his drills with his footwork. He's phenomenal, man. They did a little feature on him, and I just was blown away, man. I like I like offensive linemen, Nick, and they would make the team go, but he's gonna be a nice one. Corey, the Jets really did have a nice draft, man. You had enough draft picks, but they made hay with it. They really did. We talked about the guys that you worry about them when they're outside the facility. We got Kelvin Joseph right now that got potential murder charges hanging up over his head, and I don't understand why these guys can't. Well, I do, but I don't. Why they just can't separate? You got an opportunity in front of you, and you still want to hang with the wrong people, and it's just not good. I was wondering real quick, what's your opinion of Dak? You like Dak or no?
I like Dak. I think he's a smart quarterback. I think he was a little scared this past year with that leg injury. There's a couple times he could have taken off, and you could take that leg. So I think that in the offensive line, I think that kind of had him a little nervous. But I mean, you think about it: you break your leg, your offensive line didn't hold up. I think you get a little nervous. So I think they're going to be fine. I mean, the Cowboys are going to be my biggest issue with the Cowboys. They're just soft.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a basketball coach, but I look at I saw them on Hard Knocks, and I saw them on Hard Knocks. Like, they don't practice hard. Like, you don't deserve to win because they don't go hard in practice. And I don't know football like that.
Wow.
But I think that's what separates them. They don't have any just true dogs. They don't have that Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or Patriots mindset of we just gonna bash you in. They're too
finesse.
Too finesse. Yeah. Somebody said if you're gonna be soft as butter, you better be smooth like it. we ain't there yet. So we gotta get some dogs.
What do y'all think you're gonna be able to do with the Eagles? Have the Eagles passed you guys up?
Well, I don't think they passed us. We won the division by 3 games. We 6-0 in the division. The average margin of victory was like 22 points, but they definitely made hay. And I think it's an even race going in with the Eagles. I like what the Eagles did. I don't like the Eagles, but I do like what they did. So yeah, it's going to be a lot tougher this year. And the Giants are going to be better too, I believe. I'm not sure about the Commanders, the Deadskins, or whatever you want to call them, but they're a little farther off. Couple more things though, if y'all don't mind.
Former.
Kelvin Joseph. Oh, Kevin, when you turn up your bottle, man, you can see right through that bottle. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I don't know if it's kind of magical bottle there or not. And like I told you before, Kev, I've been like Kev saying, we've been knowing each other pretty much since we've been alive. And I've always told him that Cleveland has had some great teams, but there's a bad luck charm in the bottom of Lake Erie. And I think y'all need to commission Kevin, since he scuba dives and all that. Somebody's gonna need to go down there and get that and remove it in order for you guys to have some success. But I'd like to see the Browns do well. I really would, just for my brother's sake, you know. So and then
let me say this. I appreciate y'all taking the time to come in and share your thoughts. And somebody hit me and said it's like a roast in here. You know, I had to tell Coach Ruffin, I said, man, when you come on there with the fellas, they throw darts at everybody. You know, it doesn't matter what you wear, what you say, what your backdrop is, what you're looking at on the screen, the towel behind you. It doesn't matter. It's fair game. And we do this for fun. You know, it's educational, it's enrichment, it's enlightening. We get more comments. All we hear is, them guys are crazy. They are absolutely having a great time. How can I get on the show? They just have a good time. And that's you know, gentlemen, as we go through life, you know, that's what it's about. You know, trying to enjoy what you do. And for people who watch it, if they sit here and laugh, they're going to get at least a half dozen laughs out of it. If they don't know any of us, they're going to get a laugh just in terms of the fact of the energy that you guys generate. And I had an administrator from FAMU who told me when we did our first one, he said, you need to have them guys on more often. I said, I can't get their time like that. I said, everybody got a job. Everybody's doing everything. We did the pick 'em that Todd cheated on.
He cheated. He cheated.
I don't know how you could cheat, but whatever.
Bro, you conveniently didn't have your picks, and then all of a sudden you're in first place, and then last place, and then you win. You cheated.
I never miss my picks. And that's all allegedly what you talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Todd, did INSiiGHTS pay off on what the winner get? Did you get the receipt?
Yes, I did. And thank you very much. I
Okay.
did. Appreciate it. Yes.
Gentlemen, the last thing I want to say in closing is that we're beginning to let the information out a little bit. We get ready to go on Roku. We're going to be a part of the Roku network. INSiiGHTS will have their own channel. We'll be up 24/7. Thank you, CeeLo. Thank you. We appreciate that. And so we're going to actually grow what we're doing right here, and we'll probably have some more participants in. We hope. We have one of Rick's guys already saying, Rick, you know how to get him. He want to come on. He commentated through the whole show. And that's what we want. Craig Boone. You know, Clifton was at work. You know, Clifton was the guest who participated in our pick'em contest and ended up being on the show. I hit Corey up to date. When he told me who his team was, I said, Corey, you want to be on? He said, absolutely. And it's a chance for you to sell what you're doing, your brand. It's a chance to have some fun. Roku will have content opportunities, and we're putting so much stuff up there. We just really kind of excited about it. And, you know, as we get ready to have our opening for that, make sure you let everybody know we're up there, where to find us. And we appreciate y'all. We really do. Rick and I were just talking. Rick, people ask, do y'all script the show? Man, we don't script. We don't script anything. And we sign on. If you ever notice, those of you who watch our show, our introduction is always different. Because we don't never know what we're going to say. Some days I introduce Rick. Some days Rick introduce me. Some days we don't introduce no damn body. We just go right to the show.
Just go.
You know, and we just try to have fun with it. Kevin and I actually talked about this concept years ago. We said we need to have we called it the Homeboy Network. And it wasn't going to be like ESPN. I had to tell Rick the first time we did something like this. Rick said, man, everybody was talking all over everybody, and I think that we need to make sure we put some rules in. I mean, we ain't doing that shit. If they want to watch ESPN, they'll watch ESPN. This is not ESPN. We just go. I had to tell Jeremy, I said, Jeremy, they going to pick at you. I don't mean nothing personal. If I tell you to stay with basketball, I don't remember saying that, but it sounded like something I would have said. Everybody, they go for the juggler with everybody. I've been trying to get Cordell on because I think Cordell is great at this. talking shit and don't mean nothing he say, just be talking off the top of his head. Like most Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Hey, look, don't half the time know what the hell I'm saying. Hey,
You fit right in, Cordell. You fit right in.
Hey, Coach Ruffin, I don't know you, but Pensacola in the house, baby. Pensacola in the house.
That's where he's from.
I heard him say that, man. Make sure you shoot me a text, man. I love to get connected with you.
Yes, sir.
He knows everybody in Pensacola. When I met you and we were shooting in Pensacola, it was because Credell had told us about the kid over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Awesome.
he went. You coach at Tate?
No, so I used to be the head coach at Escambia High School, and I met them when they did the preseason tournament at Tate High School. Was it Love Bettis? Is that who y'all were going to go see?
Love Bettis. We were there to see. Boy's real name, Kevin. Love Bettis.
Love Bettis.
Yep. Mr. Cordell, are you on Facebook or Instagram?
Oh, that's right. He signed to go to A&T.
Yeah, he did.
On Instagram?
Yeah, I'm
Just look
on
up your name.
Facebook and Instagram.
What's your last name again?
Credell Wingate, Booker T. Washington High School.
And he spelled it differently depending on which branch of the law enforcement is trying to find it. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. I'm in touch with all of y'all all the time. Corey, I'll look for you when you come to Tallahassee. And don't be telling me about no Guthries. When you get your ass here, we can go get some. I appreciate
Man, I need some Lindy's too, man. I need a bucket to take back to Orlando. My reporter gonna be mad. We got 4 hours of a gut bucket in the back with a cooler.
See, there you go. There you go. There you go. Guys, I love y'all and I appreciate you. And this is one of the shows that is the most entertaining shows because we don't know. Kev, do we know how it's gonna go? Nope.
Never.
Here's to you, Coach.
Tried to stay,
Here's to you, Coach.
I appreciate it. I see you, Todd, when you say he lifted up.
Right. You can see.
Hey, Todd, that's how we do it up here. Now you see us, now you don't.
I guess.
What it say, Kev? Now you see it, now you don't.
Hey, damn, the Celtics up 25 over the Bucks, just in case y'all
25?
25 up over the Bucks.
What? Who? What now?
He
What'd
said
you say, Kev?
In the second half, or going in the second half, Celtics up 25 over the Bucks.
Wow.
Oh, they got real pissed off.
And Marcus Smart's not even playing.
Yep. Giannis got 5 points at halftime.
Well, CeeLo, we glad you had a good time, and you know that's what it's about, y'all. We just try and enjoy what we do, have good time, and the other part is establishing friendships and relationships with people that you didn't know before. You know, we try to put good people, excluding Credell, we try to put good people with good people. We try real hard. Sometimes it's unsuccessful, but we try real hard. Hey, we see y'all
always
next week.
hating on them Wildcats. Always hating on them Washington Wildcats.
Hey, we appreciate y'all very much. Thanks for being a part.
All right.
Until next time.
All right.
Stay up to date with the latest from Insights. Visit our website at INSiiGHTS.com. 2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
Insights is the copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on Insights represent their independent thoughts and representation.
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm about to go. When you watch the game, now look for Claude Giroux for Florida. He played with my Flyers. They traded him to Florida right before the trade deadline. He's a sniper. So when he lights y'all up, think about me. Claude Giroux.
Cut the show.
Peace.
Damn Cowboys.